is creative. She'll come up with something else. But if we don't, we have nothing. And imagine what our classmates would say.
They'll say it's our fault the spring dance had to be held in the boring old auditorium instead of on a yacht like we promised.
Oh no, I feel so emotionally involved in their plight. However, will they overcome these trying tribulations? Hey, every pony! Welcome back to Pony Talk. Okay, so as you're probably able to tell, my voice still isn't 100%, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. Sucks being sick, but hey, show must go on, right? Thankfully, I'm not doing a full review of Dance Magic, because as I said, Hasbro seems to hate me doing that with Equestria Girl stuff. So hopefully this won't take too long and put too much of a strain on my voice. And hey, since it's not a full review, I finally get to talk about Equestria Girl stuff as just me. Yay! Don't you dare! Why? I don't care! Change me back! And why do I have white streaks in my hair? Oh, you nasty! Just change me back! All of it! Well, that was dumb. So anyway, let's talk about why we were all interested in Dance Magic, the return of the Shadowbolts. Yeah, ever since Friendship Games ended, there have been a lot of fan art and fanfics of just how the Shadowbolts would have developed as characters. Would they be friends with the Humane Seven? Would they still be the same? Or would they change entirely? Turns out the answer is yes. Because as we see in their introduction, they do start out relatively friendly towards Rarity.
What a nice surprise! Not.
I did say relatively. Also, the 90s called. They want their joke back. He said, using a dated 90s joke. Anyway, that's basically just a reintroduction to the characters, except for Indigo Zap for some reason. Where was she in this special? And along with the big info dump we're given, there was one really interesting part that stuck out to me.
Oh, things at CPA have never been better since Principal Cadence took over.
I'm just really curious how Cadence took over as principal. Did Cincha's loss or tie at the Friendship Games really bruise her ego that much that she just walked away from the job? Or was there some kind of student revolt that led to her ousting? It seems like a really interesting idea that we'll probably never get the details of. But either way, glad to know things are getting better at CPA. To the point where Cadence is going to let them have a spring dance on the yacht if they raise the money. Yeah, that's their entire motivation here. I mean, yeah, that is cool and all, but, like, I really have trouble getting invested. Especially since the Rainboom's motivation in this special is to raise enough money to repair Camp Everfree. So the two warring conflicts are dance on a yacht, fix up camp. Dance on a yacht, fix up camp. Dance on a yacht, fix up camp. Yeah, I think I know which one I'm going with. And that's kind of indicative to the problem with the way the Shadowbolts are written here. They really haven't seemed to learn that much. Especially when they egg Rarity on for a video concept so they can just steal it for themselves. Although, to be fair to them, really, Rarity, you gotta trust these faces? And this is one of the issues I've seen brought up about this special, is it is basically a retread of Rarity Takes Manhattan. Although that is a bit fitting since we've seen that Surrey Polymer goes to Crystal Prep. But yeah, instead of a fabric, it's a video concept, and the same argument brought up that if Rarity still tries to go through with it, it'll look like she's copying the Shadowbolts. But there is one major difference. This scene.
Why did we tell Rarity that we already submitted our video?
So that we can still use her concept. Rarity is creative. She'll come up with something else. But if we don't, we have nothing. And imagine what our classmates would say.
And that shows that, unlike Surrey, the Shadowbolts do regret what they're doing. And that was the kind of growth we were hoping to see from them from this special. Although there is one glaring issue in this scene I have to point out.
Face it, Sour. We're doomed. Excuse me, girls.
Rarity, how long have you been over there?
Long enough to hear that you have no original song.
Like I said, doomed.
No, Sugarcoat, you didn't say that. Sunny Flair did. Is Sunny that bland that even the writers forget what lines they give her? At least she got more lines in this special, but her character is still in desperate need of some kind of hook. And honestly, Lemon too, but at least she has that excited rocker girl thing going for her. And where the hell is Indigo Zap? So, once again, Sour Sweet and Sugarcoat are the standouts simply because they have personality quirks. Although, I swear something's different about Sugarcoat, like her voice seems off to me.
At least they didn't manipulate Twilight into releasing all the stolen magic and turning into a power-crazed magical creature that tried to rip the world apart just to win a game.
We definitely aren't here because we like standing in lines.
I don't know, does anyone else hear it? Is that just me? And I think after this special, it's safe to say Sour Sweet is the de facto leader of this group. I mean, it does seem like a lot of this was her idea, and she is trying to get the others to not give up on it. And it does seem like she is the one to work with Rarity to solve the problem by having the Rainbooms and the Shadowbolts work together. Of course, it could also be it's because she has the most forceful personality, and that's why they all follow her. Either way, I'm glad they all were able to put aside their differences and work with the Rainbooms, not just from a character development standpoint, but also because that music video was freaking awesome. I can definitely see why it won. Although, isn't it cheating just a bit for the Rainbooms to use their magical ponied up forms? It works for Lowly Rock, so I guess they're okay. So yeah, obviously they won, and we get this nice little segment at the end.
We got enough to make Camp Everfree look just like new.
We're having a spring dance on a yacht. Who's up for a celebratory ant orange smoothie?
So yay, the two groups actually do end up being friends. And I feel this reformation really does work because the Shadowbolts weren't evil per se, they were just misguided. Hopefully, with the Rainboom's influence and Cinch out of the way, they can all develop into much better people and characters. Of course, it would also help if we see them later again in the future at some point, Hasbro. Seriously, you have a whole series of Equestria Girls shorts now. You can make one of them about the Shadowbolts, or one of the Shadowbolts hanging out with the Rainbooms. Stop bringing back the characters we don't care about and bring back the ones we do want to see more of. Sorry, it's just frustrating to think that this might be the last time we see the Shadowbolts, and they basically had to relearn the same lesson they learned in friendship games. And also, where was Indigo Zap? I need that question answered! Well, anyway, this shouting is starting to strain my voice, so I think I'm gonna end this here. Join me next time, though, when I introduce a new character that is introduced in these specials, Juniper Montage, and why she is the real Sunset Shimmer 2.0. Until then, I am Blackbird, and I'll see you again for more Pony Talk.
We walk alone in the unknown. We live to win another victory. We are the young, dying sons. We live to change the face of history. Don't be afraid, it's the price we pay. The only easy day was yesterday. So hear our voice, we have a choice.
Anybody else care to work on some music?
We'll get to it after I teach you some dance moves.
Music first.
Dance first.
Music first.
Dance first.
Music first.
Dance first.
The order is irrelevant.